Next is Ppricep. I don't know, Ppricep at Fisharm 14. Those are the two most different name/handles I've ever seen. John, they did not lock up their handle with that one.
No, they didn't, yeah.
And they said, if it was so important to hide the twins from Anakin/Vader, why did Luke use his real surname? James, king of the lore.
All right.
What is your answer?
Try to follow me on this because I'm going to be jumping around a lot. The Pablo Hidalgo headcanon is that he did, in fact, use the name Luke Lars until he heard about his father, found out his last name, and the first time he ever actually took that name was on the Death Star when he came in and he said, "I'm Luke Skywalker." Like, he changed his name, new identity. That's who he was. Now, that being said, there's a scene later in the movie where he's seen with Biggs and he's addressed as Skywalker, and Biggs doesn't even question it. So it kind of implies that he's been called Skywalker for a long time. And he was also kind of mentioned in the deleted scenes by the name Skywalker as well by Biggs. So there was never really intention there. The other thing, too, is that Tatooine was never intended to be Anakin's home when they made the original movies. So calling him Luke Skywalker doesn't necessarily mean, like, why would they send him back to the place where Anakin grew up? Like, that doesn't make any sense, because at the time when they wrote it, it didn't matter if he was named Skywalker, because Tatooine was supposed to be like a poop hole. It's some in the end of the galaxy where no one cared about any of that stuff.
Okay, that's pretty much nowhere.
Yeah, that's pretty much nowhere. Not to mention, too, even if his name was Skywalker, do you really think Vader's good at figuring that out? Considering Bail Organa was kind of like a known supporter of things against the Empire, and he was really good friends with Padme, and he just happened to adopt a daughter at the same time. But I also do know that they made Padme look pregnant when they buried her, or when they had her like showing or funeral viewing, I think is what they call them, in order to make it clear to all people that would be interested in trying to find that child that the child died with her. So Vader's not even looking for anybody named Skywalker. So even if Skywalker's was like all around him, he wasn't looking. So I think that all kind of comes down to the possibility that even though his name is Skywalker, it doesn't really matter.
And protecting George's storytelling loopholes.
Yes.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching that video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and head over to the full episode by clicking this box here. If you want, you can subscribe, and that way you get all the weekly news, you get our discussions, you get information on our giveaways whenever we do them. It's a good time, we promise. Thanks for watching the Resistance broadcast.